The following podcast is rated D for dumb.
The following program is rated D for dumb.
That's what I said. Thank you, Harry. Appreciate you backing me up on that. It is rated D for dumb. My name is Dave. Dave Canyon. D for Dave. And we're going to go for D for drive. Come on, Hal and Philly. Sing us a song. Let's do it.
9 o'clock. I'm bored to death. Smoke so much I can smell my own breath. My baby left me. My best friend's not at home. Can't get that woman off my mind. I've never been the broody kind, but there's still one thing makes me come alive. Yeah, I'm gone for a drive.
The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
All right, hello everybody. Dave Canyon here on the New York State Thruway. We are southbound, headed home on a Saturday morning. How about you? What are you doing? All right. Sounds like you're just sitting there clapping, cheering, roaring for Dumbing It Down with Dave. All right, let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's just get to it. Thank you, Alex, Hal, and Linda, all for your help at the beginning of the show. I greatly appreciate it. Hal and Philly has a podcast called Tales of the Road Warriors. You'll find it here in Spreaker, and you can find it on, I think, halandphilly.com or talesoftheroadwarriors.com. Don't forget, you can purchase his song, Going for a Drive. It's a great gift. Holiday season. Support Hal and his number one song, Going for a Drive. Go to bandcamp.com and check out, it's B-A-N-D, by the way, camp. Bandcamp.com, and look for Hal and Philly, Going for a Drive. You could purchase a song for just $1. For just $1. $1 or $1, whatever you want. Just $1 in any way of life, any language of life. It's just $1. But you could pay more than $1 if you want, because it'd be a nice donation for Hal, who's out of work because of the COVID. And he's out of work because of the COVID spike. And he's out of work because of, COVID. All about the COVID. So help him out. Anyway, and of course, Linda has Awesome Insanity Surfers. She supplies the voice.
The following program is rated D for dumb.
And many other AI voices I've had on the show. And of course, Alex Exum, ALEXEXUM.com. All right, so let's just do it. Let's just get to it. It is, in fact, Saturday morning. I'm on my way home on the New York State Thruway. I'm actually almost home. I started this a little bit late. I think today's the 28th of November, and it's 11:20 a.m. Sure, why not? And I do this podcast during my commute to and from work. And I've already done a on my way to. Yesterday was on my way to or was on my way home? No, I think yesterday I was on my way home. All right, so you get 2 on my way home podcasts this week. Whatever. All right, let's just do it. Episode 264. I'm going to do listeners' comments. Episode 264 was, so if a chimp rips off half your face, what then? So if a chimpanzee, rips half your face off, what then? Question mark. That was the title of the show. I don't know why. There must have been a reason. I don't remember the episode, but whatever. Oh, by the way, just real quickly, if you want to chime in on any of these episodes, all right, you want to comment yourself, don't forget, you can type in the Spreaker chat box if you're listening on Spreaker. If you're not listening on Spreaker, you're listening on a podcast platform that doesn't have a chat box. You can always call it in. You can call it in. You know how they say, hey, he just called it in. Yeah, you can call it in, which is a good thing for us. I like turning negatives into positives. So you can call the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline, which is also called the Dumb Line. All right, the Dumbing It Down with Dave hotline, 3477-I-AM-DUMB. 347, the letter I, the letter M, dumb, or 347-746-3862. 3862. Try to leave a message. 30, 60 seconds, 15 seconds. It doesn't matter. Just keep it clean. If you don't keep it clean, it's never going to be played on the show. If you want to be anonymous, don't include your name. Whatever you want to do. But if it's a good message, not all messages will be played. But so far, I haven't not played one. No, actually, that's not true. I had a couple of friends leave me some dopey messages. Because they're dopey. That's what they do. I got a lot of dopey people in my life. They do dopey things. They leave me dopey texts, dopey Facebook messages, dopey emails. It's really weird. Some of the friends I have and some of the friends I no longer have. I just recently blocked one last night. I blocked one. And I'll get to it one day. We'll talk about it. I blocked one a couple of weeks ago because they spammed my phone. Not a friend, an acquaintance. Spammed me via text. How rude is that? We'll get to that one day. I don't want to do that now. But anyway, so there you go. You got the phone numbers. Let's just do it. In this episode, Dave briefly mentions the possibility of what? See, he doesn't say of what. Of what might happen while dating if a chip rips half your face off. He also adds on to the talk in the previous show about his father's ridiculous refusal to have free medical care come to his apartment. Dave does all of this while driving the 2008 Kia Rio up for sale. Did I say that? I guess it is up for sale. Through the New York State Thruway in sunny weather. In hand, he holds and sips a McDonald's coffee to help him dozing off due to a lack of sleep. Oh, absolutely, man. Sleep deprivation and brain degradation. That's where I'm at, baby. All right, let's go to the listeners' comments. We have a few. Linda Irwin starts off from Awesome Insanity Surfers. See, if you comment, I mention your name and I'll give you a plug. It's a great way to get a plug for your podcast or whatever it is you're doing. Linda Irwin wrote, The Surprise Destination. Yes. I can't remember what that was about. Linda Irwin wrote, yeah, I think I was talking about in her series Crash Dystopia, her sci-fi post-apocalyptic drama, there's a surprise destination. At least that's what I think it is. Linda Irwin wrote, I like watching foreign films with subtitles. Yes, me too. But I like watching subtitles all the time because it complements my lack of hearing. My lack of vision and my lack of hearing combines to make one full comprehension of a movie or something like that. Is that what I meant to say? It'd be nice if I had partial brainage, which I do, partial brainage, just coined that phrase just now, partial brainage, partial vision, partial hearing, combine all three partialities, look at that word, and you get a full brain. I don't know, maybe not. What else did she say? Sipping my flavored Folgers on a cloudy, cool day here in McCall. Wow, cloudy and cool in McCall, Idaho. Holy cow. She didn't say nothing about any fires creeping up on her house. But anyway, by the way, the weather right now, I just went through a rain shower. It is mostly cloudy. Definitely cloudy, but there's breaks in the clouds here and there, and you can see the sun almost getting through. I got to put on the defroster. My car's fogging up here. You might hear it. I hope you don't. Linda Irwin also wrote, your group page is more like a chat forum. Yeah, we're going to do the group page. If you want to comment and you're on a podcast platform, you can comment. Even if you are if you're listening on Spreaker, come on over to the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group and leave your comments there. I might even read them. If you want me to read them, I'll read them. Right? If you post on the Dumbing It Down with Dave Facebook group, then you're giving me freedom to read it. So I'm just letting you know. Bobby Massey wrote, hey, look at that. Bobby Massey chiming in. Bobby Massey active in the Spreaker comment chat box. We're Dumbing It Down with Dave in the last, I don't know how many episodes. Bobby Massey. Hey, Dave. This is Bobby Massey talking. He doesn't talk like this, but I'm just going to give him this type of voice. Hey, Dave. You know, Gallagher, too, was his twin brother. They actually sued each other over the stage act. The original Gallagher is also an inventor. Not just smashing fruit like an orangutan, too. Anyway, great show. Keep it up. MIA, out. All right, Bobby, thanks. I didn't know that. They were twin brothers. Gallagher 1 and Gallagher 2. That's craziness, isn't it? Bobby Massey also wrote, LMAO, laughing my off. I have actually had sex with some women that made me wish they had a monkey to rip my face off afterwards. You know what? I think I can vouch for that. I think Bobby Massey has in fact had sex with women that would want you to rip your face off. Well, get a chimp to do it. Although, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually paid for that. Like one of those things that you find on the back of Craigslist or the back of Craigslist. I got to stop talking. But Bobby knows what I'm talking about. All right. Urban Threads, a new contributor to the chat. Haha, I'm dead! ! He said, did I just talk for 27 minutes? ? What did I say? I must have said that in the show. I don't know. Thank you, Urban Threads. Great to see you and contributing, either way, to the chat box. All right, that's it. Only 7 comments on that. I would have thought I would have gotten more, but, it is what it is. All right. 265 special. That's the name of the podcast, this episode. Special 1-hour recap show. What have you missed? I don't know. Let's see what happens. That's what. In this episode, Dave records an hour-long special that recaps highlights from episode 245, My Month of Hell, straight through the episode 257, The Voices of Harold. All right, so this is this is a recap show. So now I'm commenting on the comments of a recap show. Let's see what this looks like. 6 comments. Wow, okay. So we got comments on the comment show. Linda Irwin wrote, I'm in the McCall Federation listening. Oh, because I was talking about where all the countries are. I have the Russian Federation. Linda is in the McCall Federation. Linda Irwin also wrote, our cooler and some days a little rainy have contained the fires here. Our cooler on some days a little rainy. Okay, have contained the fires. Good for you, Linda. I don't like the fact that you're dealing with that. Linda Irwin wrote, tell Bobby Massey I am up for a suggestion on how to do the last podcast you do one day. I love it. Patrick Maruki wrote, Oi. O-Y. Oi. Yeah, I guess you have to listen to the episode to understand. Patrick Maruki. Holy cow. Look at this post. Here's a post. I'm just because it's long. So I don't know what he says. So I'm going to read it right now. And I'm going to hear it for the first time. Yes, that's true. I am going to hear it for the first time. I agree with you. By the way, I just got off the thruway. I'm at an intersection. I got to pay attention. This is a very deadly intersection. We've had medevacs here. We've had airlifts. This is not good the way they built this exit off the thruway into Saugerties. So as soon as I make the turn and I feel like I'm safe, I will resume Patrick Maruki's message. This nice post he left me. You got to see me. I'm looking left. I'm looking right. These cars are coming from everywhere. I'm turning onto Route 32, Saugerties, New York. It's a very deadly road. It's potentially very deadly. No, I'm not going to go. I almost made him run for it, but that would have been suicidal. Oh, my God. This is really brutal. Okay, right after this. Is that a cop down there? I don't want to take any chances. This is brutal. A lot of activity here on Route 32 in Saugerties. A lot of cars coming. So I have to sit here and wait. I should hit the pause button. But you know what? This is live radio. Not really live, but you know what I mean. Live enough where this is affecting the show. There's like a million cars. If I had made a run for it that one time, I would have made it. But it would have been risky biscuits. I don't want to get into an accident. Oh, excuse me. All right, here comes one last Jeep, AMC Jeep, not AMC Jeep, whatever, Jeep, and we will make the left turn. There's no other podcast in the world where a guy is doing it from his car and at an intersection not able to turn. All right, there you go. I hope you enjoyed those last 20 minutes of me sitting there waiting to turn. I just turned. How much time do I have left? Oh, geez, I got plenty of time. Okay, let's do this. All right, Patrick Maruki, here you go. I gave you post respect because I didn't just start talking and stop. I waited until I could fully do it. Patrick Maruki said, this is about a month ago he posted this. I agree with you about elections. It seems you always have, he wrote have pick. He meant to write have to. Have to pick between the lesser of two evils. Is there ever really a perfect candidate? ? I had 3 uncles who in New Jersey politics, who I guess was in New Jersey politics. One was a state senator. Whoa. Another was a state assemblyman. Okay. The third, for the most part, was a blend. I don't know anything about politics, but I'm not aware of blend. But okay. The third, for the most part, was a blend. He wasn't in elected office, but was involved in both parties. Okay, well, there you go. Right? The lesser of two evils, Patrick. I know Patrick and I agree with a lot of things. A lot of things we don't agree with. But a lot of things we do. Enough. And he likes me too, I think. And I like him too. Patrick Maruki wrote, "No, not streaming the Uncle Floyd show anymore. I left a voicemail about Uncle Floyd." Yes, you did. All right. Thank you, Patrick. I missed that whole Uncle Floyd thing. And I forget what he said, whether it was national or whether that was regional, but I missed that whole thing. I also was like not really into, not Uncle Floyd, Monty Python. I wasn't into that at the time. Now I have a lot more tolerance for it. But at the time I was like, I can't deal with this. And plus I had a nerdy friend that would walk around and he would mimic it all day long. A nerdy friend, nerdy acquaintance, whatever. And I was like, I have to get away from this guy. Because he was going, chip, chip, yo, you know what I mean? Whatever. He did all these Monty Python stuff. I couldn't take it. Maybe I just didn't have the intelligence for it. All right. The next episode, Scooby-Doo and Shaggy Don't, plus listeners' comments. In this another special hour-long episode, Dave drives home from an exhausting week of work, nighttime truck driving in New York. He flexes his podcast muscles to record a longer episode while being sleep-deprived. Dave discusses important issues such as Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, U-Haul, Trump and Trump rallies. He also talks about parades and work-related issues like the tandem trailer yard at Exit 23 closing because the New York State Thruway and Governor Mario Cuomo, I do keep on calling him Mario. I got to get back in there and edit that. I know it's Andrew, but I call him Mario. It doesn't really matter, does it, what his name is? Are too lazy to do things correctly for the economy while creating cashless tolls on the New York Thruway. By the way, are you enjoying the 1 hour episode? Would you rather I keep it a half hour? And by the way, guys, every time I say Mario, nobody says anything. You all, either you're not paying attention or you just don't get, no, he meant to say Andrew. At least I'm not saying Chris, right? Okay. One of the comments on this, 7 comments, all Linda. No, not all Linda. No, I was one. What is this? What did I write? I'm so sorry, guys. This episode was absolutely recorded on Sunday morning, November 1st, during my commute on my way home from work. I didn't realize until just now, sitting at a U-Haul office in Kingston, New York, that somehow it was listed as a private episode. Again, my apologies for the delay. Oh, that's right. That was really crazy. I thought I had sent it. But apparently it was listed as private somehow. And this particular episode took a long time to get out. Okay, anyway. Linda Irwin. All the comments are Linda Irwin. Linda Irwin wrote, I am drinking coffee on the drink break. Thank you, Linda. See, she participates. That's what I love about Linda. She participates in a lot of other podcasts, too. I think I'm one of the few that actually participates with her. Because I give her respect. Podcasters should give other podcasters the respect that they get. They should give it back. But I don't really see that a lot. But Linda's good about it. And I'm good with Linda. Linda Irwin wrote, Shaggy would be nothing without Scooby-Doo. There you go. He took a stance. By the way, I think this is all in response to a question that Patrick Mason sent. I think there was a call. And they were talking about who's responsible for solving more crimes. Shaggy or Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Doo being the dog, Shaggy being the hippie guy that was the star of the show, I guess, or whatever. So anyway. So Linda Irwin wrote, I am older than you. Okay. There you go, Linda. Linda Irwin also wrote, I never watched The Nephew, Scrappy-Doo. Yeah, by the time that came, I was like, Scrappy-Doo? I don't watch Scrappy-Doo. Linda Irwin wrote, Bobby Massey is so funny. Oh, Linda, you have no idea how happy you made Bobby Massey. Bobby Massey's head has blown the F up. He's like, what? I have a fan in McCall, Idaho? Get me a comedy gig there right now. And do some stand-up in McCall, Idaho. Thank you, Linda, for commenting on Bobby Massey. Linda Irwin wrote, either length of the show is fine with me. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. All right, episode 267 is who's going to win? Question mark. Who's going to win episode 267? What is it? What's this about? Let's see. In this episode, Dave posts his 2020 pre-election predictions for the President of the United States. Everything is pragmatic. Nothing is for certain. All right, there we go. Okay. What are the comments? 10 comments. Holy cow. All right. I actually commented. I wrote, thank you for listening. Did you vote? Patrick Mason chimed in. It's break time and dumb time. Patrick Mason wrote, pre-election time. Patrick Mason wrote, big tech is trying to step on freedom of speech. I agree with that. That's some crazy stuff. Linda Irwin wrote, Addams Family is creepier than the Munsters. Yeah. I will agree with that. Yes. So what do you think it is, Linda? What makes Addams Family creepier? Lurch, creepier. Because he's Lurch. Creepier than Herman Munster. Although Grandpa was definitely a freak. You know, what he was doing down in the dungeon all by himself in the dark, hanging upside down with the potion. But Thing, Cousin It, there's a lot of creepiness. Which home was creepier? Yeah, the Addams Family home was creepier. You're right. Linda nails it. Linda Irwin wrote, as of right now, and probably even tomorrow, the race is very close. Look at that. 24 days ago, Linda Irwin wrote that. Linda Irwin wrote, Kamala Harris scares me. That's right. I feel the same way you do. It's like, what's she laughing about? And she has some weird things in her closet that are not in her closet anymore. It's what amazes me, how in the fact now that they possibly could be leading the election, other than the fraud. You know, she's creepy. She's weird. I thought Obama did really well standing in at the rallies. But I saw one where it was like nobody was there. It was really odd. There was a tent involved. I forgot where it was, but I saw it was like, that's Obama? That's a rally? There's only like 20 people, 10 people. I don't know. It was very small. Linda Irwin wrote, if McCall, Idaho burns, it will not be from rioters, but rather the wildfire creeping closer to the end of town. Now about 15 miles away, 110 acres and growing. By the way, folks, Linda Irwin goes through this every year. Fire and ice. Fire and ice. All right. Thank you guys for commenting. I greatly appreciate it. All right. Next episode. What now? Question mark. First of many parts. In this episode, Dave starts a conversation regarding President Trump, the election, Joe Biden, mail-in ballots, legal and illegal voting, and many more. Hoping to post another related episode after half a day to give chance for the comments to come in. Yeah, I was on fire. And then I did a podcast, and then I came home, and I passed out, and I was shite for brains for many days after this. I was really in bad shape after this. Not because of the election results, but, you know what? Talking about the election doesn't do me any good, and I forgot. And I was really tired. And something else, there was like a bunch of appointments in my life. It was really odd. It was just really, really odd. So I think it took a long time between this and the next episode. Linda Irwin wrote, we woke up to 2 inches of snow on the ground, and 8 of the next 10 days look to be even heavier snow. That's in McCall, Idaho. As of right now, Linda Irwin wrote, as of right now, I only have 7,611 downloads. That's a crying shame. For a woman that works as hard as she has on Awesome Insanity Surfers, the comedic version, I mean, just put so much work. And if I had the talent, I gotta be careful what I say here. I don't want to make Linda feel bad. But if I had the talent that Linda had, I'd be a star. I'd be, like whatever. It's the editing talent, the writing talent. It's just crazy what she can do. But Linda's a star in my heart, in my book too. 7,611 downloads. Folks, go to Awesome Insanity Surfers and go back. She's got all these bits, comedy bits on top of comedy bits. Are they all laugh out loud like, no. But it's good stuff. It's good, intelligent stuff. Well, no, some of it's really kind of also silly and unintelligent. But that's okay because it's comedy. No, it's all good. I like it. I listen to every one of them. Since I've known them, I haven't missed an episode. I think you actually will see my name either on a like or a comment. Sometimes I can't comment because what's there to comment? It was just funny. I mean, you know, I don't have the time to sit there because she used to do like 4 or 5 bits. So anyway. But anyway, sorry about that, Linda. Yeah. I got to get you more downloads. Linda Irwin wrote, the deer are at the edge of the road because they know it is illegal to hunt them there. Sorry they are getting hit. Yeah, man. Oh, Linda. It's the grossest thing. Every year about this time. It's disgusting. It's so disgusting. And it stresses me out because I have to keep my eyes forward, scanning left and right, making sure I don't hit any deer. Linda Irwin wrote, I only know about Spreaker, and I have not had anything removed from here yet. Linda Irwin wrote, my usual coffee on my nanosecond drink break. Linda Irwin wrote, no worries on your prediction in the last show. We still do not really know until the ballot situation is sorted out. That was 20 days ago, and here we are. We're still fighting. Linda Irwin wrote, Trump was at odds with science. He did not want to believe Dr. Fauci. He seemed to think it would magically go away in X number of weeks or months. People are too intelligent generally and do not want to see leadership acting like a pandemic is no big deal. I panic more when they do not level with us. Linda, I hear what you're saying. At the same time, I think if that was Barack Obama or any Democratic president, he would get credit for being that way. Oh, no, he's staying calm. He doesn't want to alert us. Like Obama, could do no wrong. Oh, no, he's a wise man. He's comforting us. He's hugging us from the White House, letting us know he doesn't want to scare us. He did the right thing. I could see people rationalizing it any way you want. But it's okay. You're definitely allowed to have your opinion. You're not wrong. I'm just saying, I think it's perspective. That's the word I always forget to mention. It's perspective. If Obama says it, it's this. And by the way, over the course of time, we all know this, that the Democrats have said the same things the Republicans say, and the Republicans have said the same thing the Democrats say. But it's just a matter of perspective. And by the way, this has been proven time and time again with man-on-the-street interviews when I think Howard Stern would go out to Harlem, and he would say something like, what do you believe in, blah, blah, blah. And the people go, yeah, I believe in that. And he goes, oh, that's funny because a Republican said that. So it's been proven. Okay, Patrick Maruki wrote, it's your podcast. You do it the way you want. That's in regards to doing it a half hour, an hour. Patrick Maruki wrote, my issue with Trump is his constant bold-faced lying. Yes, pretty much all politicians lie. Thank you, Patrick. That's, the first half of your sentence, with the Trump bold-faced lying, whatever. Not always telling 100% truth, but then again, you back yourself up, not back yourself, you do well in the second half of your thing. Yes, pretty much all politicians lie, and that's my problem. Bobby Massey, commenting on my show. I like to comment on threads. If they are clearly left or clearly right, and just say the following. They're not that bad. And then I crack a beer. I get some popcorn, and I watch the carnage happen. Saying Trump or Biden isn't that bad is like pulling the pin in a grenade and walking away. I like to comment on threads. If they are clearly left or clearly right, and just say the following. Oh, he's saying, oh, you know what? I don't know what you're saying, Bobby. We'll have to come back to that one. Bobby Massey wrote, let's face it, Biden likely won the election with the weakest possible argument imaginable. He literally campaigned on the I'm not him platform. The guy didn't say anything original or ignite his base. That is incredibly true, Bobby. That I understood. Totally true. Never ignited his base, not like Hillary did, not like Barack Obama did. And he said nothing except I'm not him. And we have to keep him out of office for another 4 years. Bobby Massey wrote, we all have to live in this world together. And now I'm going to go back to sitting here and eat my oatmeal. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. That other paragraph, I don't understand. We'll have to clear that up at a future date. All right. Next episode I'll comment on is democracy, a definition, number 269. Because we are running out of time, folks. Well, then again, there you go, folks. I caught it pretty good. We're getting up to 269. We're almost there. Don't forget, hey, if you get a chance, go to Apple. Can you do me a favor? Go to Apple, leave a 5-star rating and review. The rating is 5 stars. That's easy to do. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. Click on the 5th star all the way to the right. And then you leave a review. Great show, funny show. Like riding shotgun with Dave in his caravan. Things like that, his Kia. I appreciate the support, folks. I could really use it.
I'm going for a drive.
Well, we went for a drive, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. And now you get to listen to Hal and Philly finish the song. Thank you for listening to this episode of Dumbing It Down with Dave. Goodbye, good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, good rats, Godspeed, and great skills. Take care. We'll see you next episode. Bye.